Hey, what's up everybody? Morph here. As you saw in the intro, I absolutely destroyed Voidling Bound. But before we get into how I did that, let me just remind people, if you're interested in quality games that's worth your time and content being made for those games, then do consider subscribing to my channel, as I'm a VTube boy, slime boy guy, I don't know what you call me, but yeah, I'm a content creator that makes good quality content for them games, and if you like that, then what's up? Alright, so let's get into today's video. I absolutely broke the game. If you saw in the intro, I reached all the way up to 471 in the Abyss until the game broke. It wasn't my fault. I did not die with my build. It's the game that kind of conked out on me. So yeah, here we go. This is how I did it. First of all, it's right there. That's our friend that absolutely destroyed the Abyss. It is a neutral Gilick build. Surprise, surprise, it is a meta build. Let me show you guys the abilities that you're going to be using on this build. First of all, your primary, which is going to be what you're going to be spamming a lot, is the Seeker Burst. It is a homing projectile that, you can just spam it and it'll find the enemy for you. But the nice little bonus with this thing, if you are point blank range, it is absolutely a burst damage dealing left click ability that is so much stronger than other Voidlings in the game. This ability is absolutely broken. Primary ability. Again, it applies bleeding because it is neutral. Next, your secondary ability. This is gonna be your main source of damage when dealing with a lot of mobs. And let me tell you, once you reach Abyss 300 plus, the amount of mobs you're gonna be dealing with is in the thousands, and this is what's gonna deal with them. Because you're a Gilick, whenever you do your slam attack, which is your primary, and it kills an enemy, it will reset your right click. So you can use this ability over and over again. The nice thing about Blizzard Leap, it can stack and stay up long. The AoE field that it makes stays on for a very long time, so imagine right click, you right clicking so much, there are gonna be many stacks of AoE fields on the floor dealing a lot of damage, and it does a lot of damage. Your tertiary ability, you rarely use this. It executes low HP enemies. You could use this on some of the elites, but you already have your perk for that, which I'll talk about in a little bit. So Counter Blast, this is your main source of defense and speed. You're gonna want to spam the hell out of Counter Blast whenever possible. It will activate on damage over time effects on your Voidling. So if you're burning, bleeding, poison, just hit your Counter Blast and it will set it off. It's gonna give you armor stacks, which is very important if you want to dive deep into the Abyss. Having the 5 stacks of armor up all the time gives you max armor and you will not die. I tell you, you will not die. Plus, you will be able to move around quickly because you gain speed stacks, and again, it's still a full-on block. It negates the damage completely. It's OP. Blunder Streak Ultimate. This is going to be your one-shotting ability against your non-modified bosses, and it's a very strong burst damage to the triple modified bosses, and it can actually clear the field of some triple modified elites. So very strong ability. If you're in a pinch or want to deal a lot of damage, use your ultimate. Don't be afraid to use it on random things. Saving it for the boss ain't that too important. Alright, next up, let's talk about the perks that makes this thing work and why we made a neutral Voidling. You guys already know Fatal Wound is absolutely busted. It will execute any enemy that hits below 50%. So time on attacking enemies, this is very good against double healing, triple, quadruple healing, aura stacking mobs. It's no problem, just get them to half HP, and with your damage with this build, you will get them half HP, and then poof, they explode, and very, very good. We like it. Alright, next, Transfusion. Heal for 25% of damage dealt to enemies affected by bleed. This is a burst damage, and because just one projectile hit from Seeker's Burst, even just one, you will full heal from 100 all the way up to 1,500 or whatever your HP is because that's just how much damage you're going to be dealing with this build. It is percentage of your damage dealt. It is not a set percentage like Vampiric that isn't about your damage. I don't know. Vampiric is not very good. It's like a fixed amount, but it's based off total number of hits. So it's not as good as Transfusion at all. Lastly, our secret perk for dealing with deep abyss enemies. This is absolutely broken. Apply damage reduction to enemies on direct hit. Gain damage for each enemy affected that's near you. So you will always, especially deep in the abyss, you'll have 5 stacks of damage amplification on you up all the time. And you will damage reduce all the enemies so they deal less damage. So you gain armor and they deal less damage. Okay, so that's the perks that makes it work. Now let's take a look at the stats and gene modifiers. Gene modifiers first. You want everything on STR. Just anything that's STR is good. And the last thing you want is agility, because your only other option is vitality and agility, but agility is better than vitality. Alright, so as you can see the stats here, it is an exceptionally enduring Gilick for STR. Recuperation, because I wanted to have a healing boost. More healing, more better. Plus you get faster cooldowns and a little bit of ultimate fill rate. That's a little bit better because you put 5 additional points of recuperation. Nice. Alright, so as you can see here, our catalyzers are Blunt Force, True Neutral. Because you are making a neutral build, you do not have any elemental benefits. So just go with 400 attack bonus and get rid of your elemental damage because it doesn't matter. Blunt Force, as you guys know, is meta. That is one of the strongest modifiers for more damage. Over 1,000 crit damage again. You want crit chance to offset the loss of critical chance of Blunt Force. Critical Eye, again for the offset of that Blunt Force with additional critical damage. And lastly, you want max health in order for you not to get one-shotted on those situations that you forget to click your defensive ability. And when you have low armor stacks, this is what's going to prevent you from getting one-shotted, even in 400 plus Abyss. This is the meta. This is the most powerful build I have ever made. I'm pretty sure, I don't know if you're lucky enough to not spawn as many mobs as I did, you might be able to go deeper than where I reached. I feel like this can reach endlessly into the abyss. So yeah, that's it for this video. Reminder, if you guys like quality games, hit that sub for more content. I will be featuring a bunch of other roguelike games. I have some, there's one in July 13 that I really want to talk about. Maybe we might play some RO New World. You remember Ragnarok Online? We might be playing that too. Maybe some Pal World. Comment below. Let me know what you want me to play. Pal World kind of seems tempting because it's similar to Voidling Bound, kind of. So, yeah. If you guys like this video, hit that like, subscribe, and I'll see you all on the next video. Peace.